You also in the debate, you took on Senator Obama for suggesting, for talking out loud about perhaps going into Pakistan. Yesterday, though, your own running mate, Sarah Palin, was in Philadelphia, and watch what she had to say. She seemed to share Senator Obama's position. That seems very similar. She's asked, do we have to cross the border from Afghanistan to Pakistan? She says, if that's what we have to do to stop the terrorists from coming any further in, absolutely we should.
She would not, she shares my view that we will do whatever is necessary. The problem is you don't announce it. You don't say to the Pakistanis, we're coming in unilaterally and carry out operation. Teddy Roosevelt, speak softly but carry a big stick. She shares my view on that. That's fundamentals of knowledge and
But she did say that right there we
judgment.
should go in.
She was in a conversation with some young man or whoever it was. She understands and has stated repeatedly that we're not going to do anything except in America's national security interest, and we are not going to, quote, announce it ahead of time. That is the important part of it, is that you do what you have to do working with these countries, but to announce you're going to attack another country is not a mature way to address mature.
That old Beach Boys song, Bomb Iran? Bomb, bomb, bomb.
So she shouldn't have done it.
She did fine. She did just fine.
What do you make of all
this business of, in all due respect, people going around and with sticking a microphone while conversations are being held.
Why are you so angry?
Pardon me?
Never mind.
I certainly do not want to discuss that issue.
But I think you voted against.
I don't know what I
voted against.
And then all of a sudden, that's a person's position. It's a free country, but I don't think most Americans think that that's a definitive policy statement made by Governor Palin, and I would hope you wouldn't either.
Okay, well, let me ask you.
Kinds of things that are often said when soldiers are overseas. Like this: there's no reason for the United States to remain. The American people want them home. I believe the majority of Congress wants them home. Our continued military presence allows another situation to arise, which could then lead to the wounding, killing, or capture of American fighting men and women. We should do all in our power to avoid that. What should be the criteria is our immediate orderly withdrawal. And if we do not do that and other Americans die, then I say that the responsibilities for that lie with the Congress, who did not exercise their authority under the Constitution. For us to get into nation building, law and order, etc., I think is a tragic and terrible mistake. You hear those kinds of words, right?
Sure I do. Americans are frustrated and saddened by the enormous sacrifice we've made and the gross mismanagement of the war. Now, my response to that statement is, and what happens after we leave? Listen to all of the experts who will tell you that we can have a situation in the region which will, in the long run, entail far greater casualties, far greater dislocation, far greater threats to our national security than trying to give this an opportunity to succeed. That's what my response to that heartfelt statement is.
Well, those are your words from 1993 about Somalia. And that's the kind of thing we're hearing about Iraq. You felt that way about Somalia when you saw no end in sight.
Yes, I did.
And many Americans now are echoing your words about Iraq because they see no end in sight.
Well, if you want to compare Somalia to what's at stake in Iraq, please feel free to do so.